Ford Focus here, and we're gonna change the control arm. I'm sorry, Ford Taurus. We got the control arm, came in a box. So if you guys need a part number, there it is. That's the control arm. We got 2 bolts, 1 bolt, and 1 bolt here. Then we got the axle. This is good stuff here. Okay, if you guys want to get this, brand new, nothing refurbished. Those are gonna click on you. So this is a brand new axle. So make sure you get yourself a brand new axle. We're gonna replace both of these, and it comes with the bolt. So
Price is great.
what we got is 2 bolts here. These are 15 millimeter. You got an 18 millimeter here. You got a probably 21 or 22 there, and you got a 21 here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bang this out first. Once this is out, we should be able to move this around, and we should be able to fish out that bolt in the bottom. Anyways, let's get this job started. If you leave the key in the ignition, you should be able to turn. So this is a 21 millimeter right here, and we're gonna bang this out first. Sometimes we'll free play like that. If you want to push up on it, that will help you a bit. But as it doesn't come out, we're gonna put a pry bar to give ourselves more force. There you go. That will come out. Usually you have to bang this to get this guy off, but this came out really easy. It's gonna get really greasy and dirty. That's fine. That's part of the job. Plus, the axle is shot. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this baby right here. You're never gonna find a video like this ever in your life. This thing probably got anti-seize on. Woo. Got smoke coming out of this baby. Somebody already cross-threaded this guy. It's a 32 millimeter, but woo, this baby does not want to come out, but it's moving. All right, so I'm gonna take this camera off. I'm gonna take this baby off because I don't want to record this whole thing on the camera. Just me trying to get the point. Take off that bolt. Supposed to be. It's not supposed to be sizzling like that. Coming out. Okay, more time. We'll take more time. 32 millimeter, and it's cross-threaded. You could clearly see that baby's cross-threaded. That got it here. So the next step here is your axle should be able to. It should be able to move. Okay, I think I already got this baby. There you go. So it should be able to move in there. If it's not moving in there, don't waste your time. Get yourself a new spindle and bearing, remove everything, throw it out, and put in a new spindle. Anyway, guys, we're back down here now. We're gonna go down here. Oh. Okay, this light's not even on. We're gonna fish out the bolt. On bolts, and I'm gonna push the axle out. So once these control arm bolts are out, and the easiest way to change your axle would be taking off the control arm. That way you can maneuver this spindle back and forth instead of taking off the strut right through that spindle. That's gonna take a lot of place. You need a lot of play there. Anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down below. This is the 18 millimeter. You're gonna have to reach in there. Okay, this should come out fairly and easily. Okay, so let's put a little bit of pry bar force on this. Sometimes you're gonna need help for somebody to move this for you. You should be able to take this baby off. There you go. Okay, on the opposite side, you got that bolt welded on. But back here, you got two 15 millimeters with 18 millimeter nuts on the top. I believe they're 18. But here, so that's what fits on it. Right from up here, from the top. There you go. And there's a nut. Save these because you're gonna reuse these. You're not gonna have new bolts with the new control arm. So be prepared to reuse these. Okay, there you go. Magic. Magic. 1, 2, 3. The whole control arm is out. Only thing we got left behind is the bolt under the axle, and that's next. So let's see if I could pull this baby out from right here. So check this pushing out. This is shot. Look at this. This is shot. Okay, so we got our control arm out. We just need to take out one more bolt. And I'm gonna use a hammer here a little bit. I'm gonna bang out this side a bit with the hammer. So what I'm gonna do here is there you go. There's my hammer. Let's bring the camera out this way now. Long as your strut is good, you should be able to push this axle out of here. There you go. This will be the easiest way for you to remove an axle. You don't want to mess with this guy right here. So you're gonna have a little bit of transmission fluid fall out. That's no problem. Make sure you have a bucket down below. This axle right from that back end, okay? You're not gonna be able to see this with the camera anyway, so I'm not even gonna bother taking my camera back here. So softly and gently, just don't damage the transmission or the axle seal. Take it easy, and the axle should come out. You're gonna have transmission fluid come out. That's no problem. That's extra. That's too much in there, overflowing. And if you have a port to put some transmission fluid, put some fluid in. We'll check that before this car leaves. Okay. Okay, this baby don't want to come out. Okay, that boot came out.
Yo, that shit was destroyed. Bro.
Okay, so this axle from this end just broke off. That's fine. So I'm gonna go dispose this. From this side to it's supposed to come out like this. That's not bad that was.
That shit is insane. I never seen something like that.
So I got half of the axle stuck in there. Come out, no worries. So I'm gonna just put my slide hammer on top of that. Push it out. Okay. I'll try it with the pry bar before I go slide hammer. Take my slide hammer, try to bang it out of there. Okay. Alright, so let me get that baby out. Okay guys, next step here is got a 24 with the swivel here. Let's see if this baby come out. So this control arm might try to fall down. If it comes out of the joint. So this is your ball joint here. So it's pretty much stuck in here too probably. And on these Fords, they've got this special little washer here. So everything, you don't have to bang nothing out of these. And they just come out pretty easy. And that's it. That's how you take off control arm with the ball joint and the axle. We got the nuts here. Okay, so to reverse the procedure, we're gonna put the arm joint here first because we're not gonna be able to tighten this guy later on. So right now it's out of the way. So let's bang this baby out of here and smack it in. Ah, there you go. We're gonna let that sit. I'm pretty sure this shield is gonna touch your rotor. So once you're done, make sure you push this shield back or you're gonna have a scraping sound. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna smack this baby really good, nice and tight. There you go. You don't need to worry about that guy for the rest of the job. And it's gonna be hard for us to line everything. So but once you get everything in there, bada bing, bada boom, let me go get the axle. Okay guys, so we're gonna put this axle in. A lot of times what I do is tell people is put a little bit of transmission grease here so this thing can sit there, the grease can hold it right in place instead of being wiggly woggly. But I always like to give it a shot before I do that. So let's push this baby in and make sure you catch the housing inside the grooves, and after that, that's it. That's all you need to do. Okay, so what we're gonna do next here is we're gonna stick this axle in here right now, because later on none of this stuff's gonna be going in. So it's best if you do it right now. There you go. The axle's in. We're not gonna put the bolt on the axle yet, because we might need to maneuver this back and forth, back and forth. But there you go. All you need to do is get this arm in there in this position and put in the two bolts with the nut and a bolt here. You're all done, guys. Bada bada bing, bada boom, and put this baby in. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna leave it there. And hopefully this video helps you guys out. Replace the axle and the control arm. Very simple. Okay, guys. So make sure you push this plate back. Make sure this is tight. The tie rod's in. So this is very easy to get in, okay? This is the simplest part. You can hammer a bit here. Okay, this one, you have to put a pry bar here, right here. Push it up with the pry bar. And have somebody push the rotor here. And it will line for you in a minute. All done. Make sure everything is nice and tight. Make sure you put the axle bolt. And make sure you check your transmission fluid. And you're good to go. That's it. Okay guys, got a 2012 Ford Taurus here. We're gonna add transmission fluid. We just finished out the axle, so if you guys need to know how to add fluid on this particular vehicle, Ford Taurus, Ford Edge, they're all about the same. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go right here. So I lost a certain amount of fluid out of this. I lost about almost a quart because I changed the axle, and I'm gonna add in a quart. And this thing is right now with the engine off, it's reading almost close to, as it's hot, the engine is kind of hot, but still we lost about a quart. Okay, so I am gonna add the fluid right there. So that's where I pull out the dipstick, so it's right there. And got ourselves some fluid. Customer went and got it. Perfect. So here's your dipstick again. What we're gonna do is open this baby up. Okay, so I opened it up with one hand. So slowly, take your time, slowly. Just make sure you have a nice, good funnel like this. And you put this baby in. It's gonna look like red. So make sure you do put the proper color and the proper fluid into this transmission. So definitely lost about a quart. So there you go. We dump it in 1 whole quart. Just throw in the bottle in the garbage here. And what I want to do is I'm going to let that fluid settle down. I'm going to remove my dipstick out of here. I'm going to let this baby sit right here. It's all crappy looking. But anyways, I spilled a bit here, so I'm going to wipe it down. Okay, that was... Give it some time. Make sure you clean up the dipstick here. So you want to check this baby with the engine running, but I already know how much came out. So what you need to have this here is put this baby in right here. This is where it goes. Right down here, right next to this filter housing. And close it down, give it a minute or two, and it will tell you here on top of American 1V, American 4, I believe that's what it is, what it means. But customer went and got it, so it is what it is. But there you go. Okay, we're looking good. I'm gonna leave it there, and that's it. I do have a video on how to change the axle on this. If you got a Ford Edge, Ford Taurus, same thing. Anyways, thank you for watching.